Hey, welcome back. Now, I got so many emails and people were like, haters and everyone else, lovers, why are you doing this? What are you doing this for, Mike? I'm doing this because for every deed, there's a seed. If you do something bad, you plant a bad seed. If you do something good, you plant a good seed, which can bear fruit. Fruit isn't always born that day, that year. It's a process that it goes through. But the moral of that story is what comes around goes around. So you have to really focus in on what you're doing and the deeds that you're doing. So being a child of God, I really want to give messages of good news. I'm so tired of watching the news and everything's bad. So-and-so's getting killed. The Democrats, the Republicans, so-and-so, everything, crime, houses, the economy, gas, everything is but nothing good. So I want to enlighten you with the story about what comes around goes around. In my studies at Aurora University in Illinois, I studied science, and in one of my biology books, and I think it was a pharmacology biology book, and we had to study the history of certain things. So it talks about this farmer Fleming. Farmer Fleming was a poor man in Scotland, and he was working one day in the farm, and out in this muck, mired with mud, was this young boy screaming for help. Now a muck is like, imagine a swamp, quicksand, whatever. So the kid would have died a slow, painful death if Farmer Fleming hadn't gotten to him. Farmer Fleming rescued the young boy and got him to safety. The very next day, a very beautiful carriage pulls up in front of Farmer Fleming's house, and this very distinguished gentleman comes out of the carriage, knocks on the door, and says to Farmer Fleming, "Thank you so much," humbly, "Thank you so much for saving my boy. How can I ever repay you?" Farmer Fleming said, "Listen, you don't have to do anything. Everything is fine. That's my duty. I had to save the boy." Right as he said that, the Farmer Fleming's son came out. The young man, the distinguished gentleman said, "Excuse me, is that your son?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Well, listen, I'll make a deal with you. Let me take him with me, give him a good education, and if he's anything like you, he'll turn out to be a great, great man." So Farmer Fleming agreed. Well, sure enough, Farmer Fleming's son went to St. Mary's College in Scotland. Turned out to be a wonderful, wonderful, brilliant man, and he was Sir Alexander Fleming, the founder of penicillin. What comes around goes around. So, ironically, later on, after Sir Andrew Lord Fleming graduated and was done, he founded penicillin, the Scottish man's son struck ill. What saved him? Penicillin. What was his name? The rich man's name was Lord Randolph Churchill. What was his son's name? Sir Winston Churchill. What comes around goes around. For every deed, there's a seed. These people lived on the other side of the world, but big things happen. For every deed, there's a seed. For saving this guy's life, this young boy was sent to medical school and discovered penicillin. That might be your son. That might be your neighbor's son. I'm doing this to issue a wake-up call and to let you know that you're worth it. I have to plant these seeds for success into you, and it starts with education. So I'm like a sponge. I absorb so much, but I have to give it back. And if I only give it back to my city, my state, even my country, that's not enough. I have to give this all over the world because I'm thermostatic. What's thermostatic? In chemistry, there's two laws, thermostatic versus thermometric. Thermometric is like a thermometer. It's regulated by its environment, okay? So if it's hot, it's gonna rise. If it's cold, it's gonna go down. Thermostatic controls the environment, like a thermostat. If you're cold, you turn on the heat, you turn on the thermostat, and you warm up. If you're hot, you turn on the air, and you cool off. But if the thermostat was able to talk to you, the thermostat said, "Listen, Mike, listen, you, I have this power to change things because I'm connected to a source that once turned on, I can change things. What does that mean? That means if you're thermostatic, you didn't believe in a recession. You don't care what gas is gonna cost. You don't care how high taxes go. When you're thermostatic, you can control your environment. You're not dictated by your environment. You control the environment. We need to be more thermostatic in our approach of everything. And being thermostatic, I'm taking this approach. I'm hoping maybe I will get a show, national syndication. Maybe we will take this network on TV. Maybe we will take things to the next level through God, issuing a wake-up call. It's not just about microwave products, but it's about making that seed for success for you. I hope you enjoy it. I love you, even if you're a hater. No, I love my haters too. But, you know, I just got a holy email. What'd you say? You know, in the Bible, Psalm 23, they talk about the Lord is my shepherd. When you speed up to a verse, he says, he sits you at the table with your enemies. What does that mean? Why is he going to sit you at the table with your enemies? It's like, that's cocky. You're going to sit me at my table with my enemies? He's sitting me at my table with my enemies because he wants them to see me be blessed. He sits them there. Now, you can't be at the table with your enemies all shy. Oh, I don't know how to do this. Listen, you have to take your dream, believe it, grab it, and get it back. And you'll be uplifted. He anoints your hair with oil. I pray that you be anointed. Stay blessed. I love you. I'm Mikal Clay.
Mikal Clay.